Okay, so this is Biology Form 4, Chapter 10, 10.7, Human Lymphatic System. So before this, we have learned about human blood circulatory system. So other than blood circulatory system, another system that we must study, okay, and related to blood circulatory system is lymphatic system. Okay, so the formations of tissue fluid. Apakah itu tissue fluid? Okay, look at here, number 1 here. If this is our artery, okay, artery contain oxygenated blood at high pressure, okay, due to the pumping of the heart. Okay, blood that reaches the arterial end of the blood capillary has a high pressure due to the small diameter of the capillaries and the pumping force of the heart. So bila dari artery pergi arteriole, lepas itu pergi blood capillary, of course dia punya diameter semakin kecil. So the pressure pun semakin tinggi. Okay? So what happened? This pressure allows the blood plasma to diffuse continuously from the blood capillary to the intercellular space. So sebelum ini kita sudah tahu content of our blood salah satu adalah plasma. Betul kan? So bila the pressure is very high, okay, the blood plasma will diffuse from the blood capillary into the intercellular space. Okay, space yang di sekeliling sel-sel kita. Okay, blood plasma dia diffuse out. Daripada blood capillary dia diffuse out pergi kepada intercellular space. Okay, the spaces between our cell. Okay, blood plasma that occupies the intercellular space and constantly bathe the cell is called tissue fluid. Okay, so mula-mula tadi plasma itu dalam kita punya kapilari darah. Bila dia sudah diffuse out pergi kepada intercellular space, kita tidak panggil dia lagi blood plasma, tetapi kita panggil dia tissue fluid. Okay, tissue fluid. Ini adalah bendalir yang bath the cells. Okay, tissue fluid does not contain any erythrocyte. Tidak mengandungi red blood cell. Platelet also no. And then plasma protein also, because they are too large to diffuse out of the blood capillary. Okay, tissue fluid allow the exchange of material in blood and cells to occur. Nutrients and oxygen diffuse from tissue fluid to body cell. Okay, so pentingnya tissue fluid ini adalah exchange of material. Yang penting seperti nutrien, oksigen, dia akan diffuse daripada tissue fluid kepada sel. Okay? Dan juga excretory product perkumuhan seperti carbon dioxide, dia diffuse from the body cell, hasil daripada respiration, dia diffuse from the body cell into the blood capillary through the tissue fluid. Okay, through the tissue fluid. So mesti kamu tahu apa maksud tissue fluid. Okay, itu adalah tissue fluid. Lymph formation and component of lymphatic system. So at the venule end of blood capillary, blood plasma is hypertonic compared to the tissue fluid surrounding it. Blood pressure is also lower. As a result, the reabsorptions of water, mineral salt, and waste takes place in venule capillary. So di sini venule. This is our venule kan? This is our venule. Yang warna biru ini angkut deoxygenated blood kan? Okay, so di sini apa yang terjadi di venule? Blood plasma di venule itu lebih hypertonic, okay, lebih pekat compared to tissue fluid yang bath the cell. Okay, blood pressure also lower. So apa yang terjadi adalah reabsorption, penyerapan semula water, mineral salts and waste takes place in venule capillary. Okay, however, only 85% of the fluid that leaves the blood at the arterial end of blood capillary diffuses back into the venule end. What happens to the remaining 15% that is left in the intercellular space? Maksudnya, apa yang keluar itu, apa yang keluar daripada blood capillary ini, di sini, okay, only 85% dia akan balik lagi ke venule, to the vein. Only 85%. Lagi 15% itu di mana? Lagi 15% itu di mana? Lagi 15% itu adalah lost from capillaries each day. Okay? So how does the blood circulatory system regain this fluid? Okay, yang lagi 15% itu left in the intercellular space. Itu bagaimana? Okay? The lost fluid is collected and returned to the blood through the lymphatic capillary. Okay? Yang 85% tadi dia balik ke venule, ke vein, and back to our blood circulatory system. Tapi yang another 15% itu dia return juga to our blood circulatory system, tetapi melalui lymphatic capillary. Okay, so lymphatic capillary is the smallest vessel in lymphatic system. So the fluid that has entered the lymphatic vessel or lymphatic capillary, okay, kita panggil sebagai lymph sudah, lymph. Okay, bukan lagi tissue fluid. Okay, and it is pale yellow in color. So ini adalah comparison between lymph and tissue fluid. Okay, beza lymph dengan tissue fluid. The similarity, both contain plasma, okay, without plasma protein, without erythrocyte, without platelet. The differences, lymph, higher content of fat and fat-soluble substance and high content of lymphocyte. But the tissue fluid, low content of fat and fat-soluble substances and low content of lymphocyte. Okay. Table 10.8, comparison between lymph and blood. Similarity, both contain all the contents of plasma such as nutrient, hormone, enzyme, cellular waste, respiratory gases, and leukocyte. The differences, lymph does not contain plasma protein, does not contain erythrocyte and platelet, but blood contain plasma protein, erythrocyte, and platelets. So pastikan kamu kena tahu apa itu blood, apa itu plasma, blood plasma, lymph, and also tissue fluid. Okay, tissue fluid. Yang dalam darah, okay, bercampur dengan darah itu blood plasma, masih lagi dalam kapilari darah. Okay, selepas dia keluar, diffuse out from our kapilari darah itu, dia pergi surround our cell, intercellular space, itu kita panggil tissue fluid sudah. Okay, tissue fluid. Manakala tissue fluid yang masuk dalam lymphatic capillary, kita panggil dia lymph sudah. Okay, lymph. Alright, boleh beza tiga itu. Okay. So lymphatic capillary wall consists of one layer of cells only. The lymphatic capillary differ from blood capillary because one of its end is blocked or closed, while the other end is connected to the lymphatic vessel. Okay, look at figure 10.21. So kalau kita tengok yang yellow ini ya, yang yellow ini, this is lymphatic capillary, yang di antara itu blood capillary. Okay, so this is arteriole. Okay, this is capillary, blood capillary. This is venule. Okay, venule. So di antara blood capillary itu ada lymphatic capillary. Dan lymphatic capillary itu dia adalah close end. Maksudnya dia punya hujung itu close, close end. And then dia connected to lymphatic vessel yang lebih besar lah. Okay, lymphatic vessel. Okay, along the lymphatic vessel there are lymph nodes at certain distance. So if this is our cell, nampak ini sel, tissue fluid adalah bendalir yang di sekeliling sel kita. Bila dia sudah masuk ke dalam lymphatic capillary, kita panggil dia lymph sudah. Okay, lymph. Okay. So this is the valve. Nampak valve itu valve untuk control the direction supaya dia ensure only one direction only. Okay. The lymphatic system consists of organs such as lymph nodes, spleen, thymus gland, bone marrow, tonsils, and appendix. Okay, this is the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system. The lymphatic system does not have its own pump to circulate the lymph along the lymphatic vessel. Okay. The flow of lymph is aided by heartbeat pulse, contractions of skeletal muscle, peristalsis in digestive tract, and changes in pressure during inhalations and exhalations of breath. Okay, so lymphatic system dia tidak ada own pump. Macam kalau blood circulatory system kita ada kita punya jantung, betul kan? Kita ada kita punya heart. Okay, so ini yang akan bantu the flow of lymph. Okay. In lymphatic vessel, one-way valve ensure the lymph flow continuously to the heart and preventing the lymph from flowing back. Okay, so this lymphatic system, ni lymph node yang kamu nampak bulat-bulat itu lymph node. So this is appendix, this is lymphatic vessel. Okay, lymphatic vessel, spleen, bone marrow, tonsil, thymus. Okay, kalau kita lihat di sini ada thoracic duct, nampak thoracic duct, ya. Look at the line, thoracic duct connected to left subclavian vein, and then we have right lymphatic duct connected to right subclavian vein. Okay, so semua lymphatic vessel itu, all the lymphatic vessel will eventually join with one of the two main lymphatic vessel, yaitu thoracic duct, okay, or the right lymphatic duct. Okay, so the right lymphatic duct receive lymph from the right hand. Okay, remember right hand, chest, and right side of head and neck. Remember, dia hanya terima lymph daripada right hand, chest, right side of head and neck. And the thoracic duct di sini receives lymph from left side of head, neck, and chest, and all the body parts below the ribs. Okay, so kamu kena tahu di thoracic duct dia terima lymph dari mana, right lymphatic duct terima lymph dari mana. Okay, the thoracic duct will deliver its content into the left subclavian vein, while the right lymphatic duct will transport lymph into the right subclavian vein. Okay, so di sini thoracic duct tadi dia akan hantar lymph itu kepada left subclavian vein. Kalau yang dari right lymphatic duct itu dia akan hantar lymph kepada right subclavian vein. Lepas tu pergi mana? It will flow back into our blood circulatory system. So itulah bagaimana yang 15% tadi itu kembali ke dalam blood circulatory system kita. Okay, so maksudnya dia kena kembali ke blood circulatory system. Okay, blood circulatory system. For example, this is lymphatic system and blood circulatory system. Both of these systems are complement with each other. If this is our heart, okay, yang merah ini artery, okay, yang biru ini adalah vein, okay, yang di sini adalah capillary. So di antara capillary itu ada lagi lymphatic capillary. Lymphatic capillary ada lymph node, okay, ada valve to ensure the flow is in one direction only. Lymphatic vessel, so dia akan flow pergi right lymphatic duct, okay. Right lymphatic duct. Okay. Lepas itu dia pergi right subclavian vein menuju ke masuk ke dalam sistem peredaran darah kita, our blood circulatory system. Okay. Begitu kedua-dua blood circulatory system dan juga our lymphatic system are complement with each other. So the necessity of lymphatic system. Okay, the first one, the lymphatic system returns the excess tissue fluid in the intercellular space into the blood flow. Okay. Kalau tidak, fluid tadi yang diffuse out from our blood capillary, dia akan tetap berada di intercellular space kita tanpa return back to our blood circulatory system. So lymphatic system dia help to return excess tissue fluid, okay, in the intercellular space into our blood flow. The composition, pressure, and volume of blood are maintained at normal range. Okay. Body defense. Lymph nodes produce and store lymphocytes that are involved in the productions of antibody. Okay. Penting dalam our body defense. Transportations of fat-soluble substance juga. Okay. Fats and fat-soluble substance diffuse into lacteal in the villus of small intestine. Ini dalam digestion. Dalam digestion, kita ada lacteal. What is lacteal? Lacteal itu adalah lymphatic capillary, di mana dia akan angkut fat ataupun fat-soluble substance. Okay. Lipid droplets are transported to the thoracic duct. Okay, thoracic duct and the blood circulatory system through the left subclavian vein. Okay, so ini adalah kepentingan, antara kepentingan lymphatic system. Okay, what happen if our lymphatic system does not function properly? Selepas kita tahu apa kepentingan dia, lymphatic system, apa yang terjadi sekiranya lymphatic system kita ini fail to function properly? Okay, what happen? Salah satu kepentingan lymphatic system ialah we want to return the excess tissue fluid into our blood circulatory system. So what happen if lymphatic system fail to function? What happen is the tissue fluid cannot return to our blood circulatory system and will accumulate in our intercellular space. Okay, iaitu space between our cell. Ini akan menyebabkan swelling of our body tissues. So ini kita panggil sebagai edema. Okay, edema ini adalah swelling of our body tissues yang disebabkan oleh accumulations of tissue fluid that cannot return to our blood circulatory system. Okay, causes of edema boleh jadi pregnancy. Okay, pregnancy also. Selalunya orang yang pregnant, apalagi yang sudah 9 bulan, begitu kan, dia punya kaki bengkak, betul. Okay, so the body produce more body fluid to fulfill the needs of growing fetus. So itu pun causes of edema. Prolonged bedridden patient, paralyzed or stroke patient, limited mobility, suffer from edema in the legs. Bila kurang pergerakan, okay, terutama yang lumpuh, okay, stroke patient yang lama bedridden, so itu akan menyebabkan swelling swelling sebab dia punya ada terjadi pengumpulan apa ini tissue fluid di bahagian kaki. Okay, deficiency of albumin in the blood also can be the cause of edema. And then parasitic infection, ini adalah infection dari parasite. Okay, the parasite worm, Brugia species, infect the lymphatic vessel and prevent the flow of lymphatic fluid. So ini parasite ini dia akan infect itu lymphatic vessel, so dia block itu lymphatic vessel. So what happen? The fluid cannot flow, block lah. So what happen? The fluid will accumulate there. Okay, so for example, kalau di kaki, the leg will swell. Okay, dia akan membengkak. Okay, the patient contract lymphatic filariasis. So this one is filariasis. Kalau kita punya bahasa, penyakit untut, elephantiasis kaki gajah. So maksudnya ini, this worm, okay, parasite ini ditransmit through gigitan nyamuk, mosquito bites. Okay, so ini juga penyebab kepada edema. Okay. So, itu yang kita sudah pelajari dalam bab 10. Okay, transport in humans and animal. Kita sudah belajar beberapa circulatory system. We have open and closed. Okay, for insect, fish, amphibian, and also human, of course. And also lymphatic system. Okay, lymphatic system. And also the circulatory systems of human, mechanisms of heartbeat, blood clotting, okay, health issues, blood types, blood types, and also health issues related to human circulatory system. So remember, circulatory system and lymphatic systems are complement with each other. Thank you.